Okay.
Yeehaw.
Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. So just a collection of things, just that we'll avoid. We're going to avoid. Yeah, we're gonna keep it mostly like pretty PG-13. And not do anything over the top, and that like basically nothing I don't think is going to be included in this module. But if it comes up, I'll invoke the lines and veils I have. This all seems pretty
Yeah.
fine for what I know Res of the Runelords is. So, um, okay. With that, do you all want to talk about your characters? I'm just gonna kind of leave the floor to you, and I'm here to answer questions however I can. Um,
Okay, so people of the VOD, you aren't going to get a say in this because the decision will be done after or after before you see this. So I am in a dilemma. Do you fuck, do I play hot demon summoning lady or a rat with a gun?
I do like
Does
Demon Summoning Lady.
do we have a conjurer, like a summoner type of person?
I am currently set to. I mean, this is very very different. This is not the question that you asked. But if you play Hot Demon Lady and just like maybe feed me all of the information on Rat with Gun, I will play the hell out of a rat with a gun.
Yo,
I love. I like.
Yo!
I like Wallace. I like this big lunk of a paladin that I've made, but well, that I've conceptualized. Nothing is on the sheet at the moment, but I'm willing to strike this, replace it with Rat with Gun because that
I
sounds like
mean,
fun.
if you're planning on doing a paladin that they're kind of in the same role of tank,
Mhm.
so that's an up to you thing.
Okay, maybe we'll like yeah. What I'm hearing, what I've heard the most times is that there's some thirst for you to play the hot demon.
There is,
So
and it might
we'll
give me excuse to like on stream do makeup and wear fancy lace blouses and all that jazz, which will drive people to Robin's stream. So, um, oh, pizza. Um, what other ideas? What other character ideas do people have?
The current idea that I've been floating around is a is a possessed solar oracle. Which is just a system. Just brief rundown for those who don't know it. I am a system. I have DID, OSDD, one of those. And yeah, I want to play a character who has that as well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that in
Mhm.
in earlier iteration of this stream. That
Here. I
this
guess
is the
you could
fulfillment of.
call I guess you could call them a solar system because they're a solar oracle.
That would be actually that's actually a very good. Oh fuck, I want to do that now. Actually, if that's good, that's fucking good though.
Me, when I see visions of weird telepathic mantis people in carnivorous jungles and get magic powers.
Yeah, I like the Oracle class really like calls to me a lot because it's like, hey, do you want to get a little fucked up for power?
The Oracle class has so far been my favorite class outside of the Gunslinger. So,
Yes. Oh,
um,
I. Oh, okay. A character was made for. I'm presuming you just made that. Or did I just make that character sheet? Anyway, either way, this is for.
We can't make character sheets.
Okay,
so...
then. I'm making the kill sheet. Oop. Can be edited by.
I've been slowly filling this out.
No, that's fine.
So in terms of Oracle, so I don't remember what Stellar Mystery does. So
The Solar Mystery, hold on, I had it pulled up here. Is listed as aimless. Archive of Nethys isn't all that great in terms of Pathfinder First Edition when it comes down to the flavor text. And the only thing listed here is that it's from the Harrow Handbook. Aimless wanderers and restless nomads, oracles of the solar mystery, uncover meaning in the ever-changing position of the sun and stars in the sky.
no, I meant like mechanically.
Mechanically?
Looking it up here.
Oracle, I think, is like a healer / support type, to my knowledge.
It depends on the mystery.
Yeah,
Usually, yes, but I have played oracles who are focused on DPS and melee combat.
Well, I've never played Pathfinder First Edition in my entire life. I don't know if I will be capable of playing a DPS Oracle, but I'll do my best.
No, Solar Mystery doesn't look to be like out of the norm for Oracle. Like you it seems to be like a good kind of all-rounder. Which is always good to have.
Yeah, they look kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, you get.
They're like sun and travel sort of vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I dig it. I don't know what her whole deal's gonna be just yet, but I'll figure it out.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, baby, let's go.
Couple of bit more tinky stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, real good all-rounder.
Um.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
So heads up, I'm gonna have you all do your names and pronouns and stuff at the end because so it's none of the actual content of the session 0 has been lost, but it looks like we lost about like 5 minutes of audio because I didn't adjust the levels. I promise I've done these before. I've done this before. I am fucking up tonight.
Today has
no
just
worries.
been a day.
It has been. So nothing you all said besides your original like intros were lost. All of your character stuff is still fine. So continue on.
Cool.
But I will cut off the first 5 minutes of the VOD, and it'll just like be suddenly us talking about lines and veils. So,
Great.
Mac and Hayden, what ideas did you have for a character?
So I'm thinking of running a ranger, a fairly normal human ranger.
Nice.
I wanted to go with the transporter archetype, which is originally I was gonna go for kind of a smuggler, and he's still kind of a smuggler, but the transporter is actually more designed for like moving people with you, and also for like hiding yourself and others like out on the road, which I think is cool. And basically the idea that I came up with was that he would be Varisian, and his deal is mostly that he's smuggling escaped slaves out of Cheliax and up into Varisia.
Where you can find it.
Exactly, and then potentially also to fund his altruistic mission of freeing slaves, also then smuggling magical or otherwise contraband back into Cheliax for money.
Oh, bless.
So
Actually, that would work really well with my
the
Chiliax noble
yeah.
lady, who like, because like their whole shtick is, yeah, we're a country owned by Satan, but don't taint your blood with devils.
Right.
And well, shit happens when you summon a demon to speedrun HRT.
Yeah, it turns out summoning demons does have results. But no, yeah, I was actually thinking about that when you said that you were thinking of being a Chilaxian. I think we could make something
Yeah,
work
that
there.
could be interesting.
Yeah.
Uh,
Combat wise, I think I'm gonna go for a thrown weapons build and kind of like a mid range like switch hitting type deal, like sometimes throwing knives, sometimes two weapon fighting, and then probably also carrying just like a short bow or a crossbow or something in case I need to be very far away.
You can always put throwing knives and grenade launchers.
Wait, can you really?
No, that's a thing in EOS because throwing knives are listed under grenades.
Oh, okay.
A little quirk of the system, as it were.
A
Anyway,
little
that's not what
quirk
this
of
stream's
the
about.
Yeah.
That's the other week.
Let me
that's
just
next week.
derail this entire thing. And then Mac, what are you thinking?
I was thinking of going with a whole arm fighter sort of situation.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I like that idea. I haven't tried a fighter yet. I was originally going to do like a maneuver person, but that seems to might be a bit difficult later on, or like in the adventure sort of thing. So I think this is a bit more applicable and not as specific. Either that, and I was thinking maybe just making them like literally like a town guard, and then they just become an adventurer. I have a little story hook like for that.
I used to be an adventurer.
Yeah, either that or like a ranged slayer, because I like the slayer
Slayer
class. They're super cool. As like an archer sort of situation. So I can kind of go both ways, but I have more stake in the reach fighter at this time, but I'm not sure what other people have. I kind of had to step away to grab pizza, so I missed a couple pizza people.
Ranger Smuggler.
I heard that one, yeah, and then
Oracle and Paladin slash gunslinger maybe.
Paladin or
cool.
rat with guns.
So like actually it would be a good thing if I play a wizard or something along those lines.
Possibly, yeah. So I mean, I can go any direction, sort of thing. But yeah,
what
it's
is
either that one or like Arcanist or something. But
what is a gunslinger but a wizard with one very specific samey spell?
Yeah, exactly.
God, I'm
Listen.
I was half tempted to good.
Wait until we find beast guns, and then they'll be one and the same.
Yeah, I think just in terms of filling stuff out, I'm gonna run with the character that I had originally kind of was conceptually throwing together. Wallace Stone. It's gonna be maybe a little too much crossover with the idea of also having been a town guard, but basically he was working on kind of entry level paladin stuff, and then realized that it just like got into it for the right reasons, and then realized that nobody else was there for that reason, and so upon graduation just quit. When I heard that we had somebody who was playing an oracle in the party, I was going to be like, hey, maybe they were like friends growing up, and Wallace all of a sudden just like gets a letter someday that right now would read a lot like somebody that you kind of knew in high school trying to get you into an MLM, you know.
But you go anyways.
But you go anyways because you just dropped out of cop school because you realized, oh wait, that's what cops are, and then you're like, well, I'm lonely and pretty directionless, and the only thing that's being asked of me is to just kind of show up in a place to do a thing. So let's go and have an adventure, shall we? So that's the what I had thought for Wallace here.
I like it.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
But so yeah, I'll just start. How are we generating ability scores? What's the kind of the practical run for that?
I'm a fan of point buy with this. I'm also a fan of 46. I think it's like Pathfinder Geeks. It's 46. Drop the lowest is like
Yes.
one roll format. I'm a big fan of that. If you feel like you're still after all of that absolutely borked on stats, we'll figure it out. But 46 drop the lowest and then assign like roll 6 times, assign them to which skills you want. Because
I enjoy doing 3d6 take all because having borked stats is funny.
it is. I once one of my most memorable Pathfinder memories is of a goblin I was playing that I rolled 46 and rolled. I think even with dropping the lowest, I rolled a 5.
Oh no.
And goblins have -2 charisma. So I had 3 charisma.
That's a fucking
Wow.
mood.
Just a weird little dude. Look at him go.
Oh, look at me rolling 3 ones off the bat. I'm not taking that roll, just so you know.
That's fair.
Like, I don't have much dignity, but I have like a little bit.
Just enough. Keep it
Just
fresh.
enough.
Yeah.
Cool. So, yeah, and I don't think that is too close to mine at all, and I think that's totally fine. They could be connected somehow too, honestly, if that would help with
The
things
more
too.
character connections, the better.
Yeah, exactly.
I do love me a good character connection.
Yeah,
Mhm.
if I recall, the opening module does pretty well, like giving you all reason to like be in the same place at the same time and like hang out.
Yeah, what are those reasons? Do
Making
we
me open
have-
the book. All right.
do we have a player's guide for this?
I think there is one, yeah.
There is one, yeah.
Because I know at least in the later adventure paths there are one. So
I'll see if I can track it down. I know I have it downloaded from it.
Yeah, if you can send me any files you have, like if any files you find, I'll keep them in the Runelords file.
Yeah. Let me see. I had it downloaded before.
There is a festival in town, the Swallowtail Festival, which is at Sandpoint. For 5 years, the faithful of Sandpoint have attended church temporarily in temporary structures erected after fire destroyed the previous temple. And while their new religious so like I think they're consecrating a new temple.
neat.
And
So-
that the big news in this small town.
Yeah.
That there's definitely reason for everyone to be there for if you want to sell things, especially like stolen items or are a paladin or yeah.
So I did a real big funny and rolled 5 11s and 12s. So I'm going to re-roll some more. Yeah.
Hey, Robin, take a look at my stats. They look kind of high to me, which is a very strange. Usually my luck at this is just trash. But like if those are stats you're good with, then we'll roll with that.
I'm fine with it. 46 drop the lowest is kind of intended that you don't really have a lot of stats below 10. It's kind of like
Why has it always done me so dirty?
Same here, yeah. Yeah.
that is a lucky roll, but you know what? If you get lucky in character creation and that's what you want to play, hell yeah. You can swear on the stream.
Yeah.
I don't know why I censored myself. But if that's your vibe, like it also if you want to play like a little gremlin with like some 3 or lower stat, like that's also fine. This is a pretty chill
Be
stream.
a gremlin. No.
Yeah.
Question
Okay.
for I was poking around, and this is so here's where I revealed that I am just zero anything on the actual official Pathfinder lore, and just
Same.
kind of like bopping around just on vibes. I was gonna have Wallace be parents are farmers, older sister married a tailor, lived outside of a small town, and then was like, oh hey, this Suli descended from Earth genies seems cool. Is that something that like could work? Do we have to really like
Aren't
beggar belief?
Suli? I'm pretty sure Suli are like genie kin equivalent of mixed race people, where you're two or more genie kin.
It could be. I did not
Um,
read this super thoroughly, but I was gonna lean into like Earth and then probably water if it's some sort of like dual issue.
yeah, I think you usually pick two.
Cool.
If you want like just Earth, you could go with an Oread, but I don't know if that's the vibe you want.
Yeah, Mac mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Because
I mean like
they do look like statues.
the thing that I really want is somebody who can just be just beefy, just a big
Just
tall chunk of
Just a big guy.
just a big
Just a
yeah because
big
so
guy.
original full disclosure original build stone in 5e and was a Goliath, and just poking around there's nothing I was able to find in the Finder stuff that let me be 7 feet tall.
I think I can get you one. Hold on.
Ooh,
A friend of mine
Wow.
got it. What race is it though?
Yeah, I'll admit I just downloaded the books I personally owned when I was a kid. So you probably are gonna be left wanting with the core rulebook and Ultimate Combat Guide, which is I think a pretty limited showing.
well, if you're using the character like the character mancer on roll 20 here, it really genuinely just gives you dwarf, elf, gnome, half orc, half elf,
No.
half orc, halfling, and human. That's your
don't
lot.
use the character mancer. Character mancer's bad.
Well, it's because it's probably just a lot of these programs like limit the amount of content from the game you can use because of like licensing stuff. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
I love it
Yeah.
when game
I
designers
mean-
make their games harder to play because of licensing.
Pathfinder is easier to roll with than 5e. So,
Yeah.
you have like actual things. So the question really is, how human do you want to be?
Enough that you look at him and you'd be like, yeah, that's a dude. Maybe that's a weird dude. But like, that's a person. So like, I don't know, so not somebody that's like gonna stick out overly much or be weird in an extreme way, but is also unique and preferably large. I can keep it within human limits if I must, but
Yeah, I don't think there are many large playable races.
which is weird because why wouldn't you design in features for people to role play as Andre the Giant? Or more specifically,
I mean, no. There are large-sized character races, but none of them are like your normal like human or whatever. Ogre is a large character. Or large.
It'll be like massive if you're an ogre, though, right?
Somewhere around like 10 to 13 feet, yeah.
It's maybe a little taller than what I'm. I want it to be a mild, but not like oops, sorry, I guess you're gonna have to just sit outside kind of inconvenience.
Yeah.
I think you could use Oread and you'll be very like, I mean, it is kind of close to what a Goliath is in terms of like its connection to Earth and like rock. The Suli also I actually think could work. It does say you are the descendants of a mortal and a djinn.
Yeah. So with the genie kin, and this actually kind of goes for all like planar touched, so like tieflings, Azamar, fetchlings, all that jazz are basically, actually I think with the exception of fetchlings, they're basically a normal human with a hint of outsider blood from something within their lineage. Um, so like, ooh, your great 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 grandfather made a deal with the devil, and now you have funky little horns.
And of course, there's always the classic half orc and regular orc.
Half work does exist. I don't know how or why I forgot half work exists.
Yeah, but that's in the basic player's handbook.
That's one of
let's
the
try
classics. Classics.
let's try and run away from that for no good particular reason.
Let's see if there's any.
I think I'm gonna go with the Suli just because that does sound. Well, let me reread the Oread. I guess like the earthness wasn't like the main draw, but it is interesting. Sorcerer's thing.
Yeah, and I always suggest getting swapping out the Earth affinity if you're not a sorcerer, or a cleric.
Right, because you can exchange like traits and things like or racial stuff. Usually,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, there's usually options.
Are we, Robin? Are we using any like of those traits at all? Like those little tiny things, like those little. They're not quite like feats, but they're like traits. Do you know if we're going to be using those at all?
Like that come with like races and such, or
No, they're like I know in the
that come
player's
with
guide.
the adventure.
Yeah, there's like campaign traits, or sometimes there's like little. It's hard to explain what they
They're
are.
like-
no, it's
they're
fine.
like-
I'm just I don't have the player's guide. I have just the book. I'm still learning to navigate it.
I don't know if they're in the book.
They're like mini feats that you start. I think most like characters start with 2. If you use,
Pathfinder.
I never played with them back when I used to play Pathfinder. But a lot of people do, and they usually like. I think Rise of the Runelords comes with a
Yeah.
selection of traits.
Oh,
They
okay.
do.
So it's free. I can pick this up pretty easily. But let me just get the faster version to get anyway.
Yeah, they're like little like they're more, I see them more as like little story like they're almost like back like for 5e they're almost like backgrounds. I see them as
Yeah.
like that's how I use it personally. So
Yeah, I mean most of them don't give you more than like a +1 to
Yeah.
anything. Like they're not super mechanically
it's more
powerful.
for like little story thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like a couple of them give you like a proficiency in like an exotic weapon or something. Like that's the most you can get from it. Because I think I was looking at one they, because my character is Varisian, and there was one that gives you like a couple of their like cultural weapons, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like if we do trades, I'll take that.
Okay. Varisia. Oh, yep. Looking through. Okay. Cool. Oh, I have scrolled past it. It seems. Which section are the traits in? I'm probably going to say yes. I just want to be able to see them so I know what you're picking.
They're in their own section on page 4. They're all of page 4.
I think we're looking at a different player's guide.
My
page 4 says dwarves and elves.
Yeah, I
you-
reposted a different one that is the newer one. That one that I put in the
Oh,
Discord before.
yeah,
was the old one. Yeah, because they made like an anniversary edition one. That's like
yes, and I played the anniversary. Yeah, the art's way more pro. Yeah. I mean, the other art was fine, but this is a lot more 3-dimensional. All right. So page 4, 6. Okay, so yeah, I'm cool signing off on any Shadows Under Sandpoint or Rise of the Runelords traits. Um,
Cool.
I think
Unfortunately, I don't think any of those really work with my character. So, because all of them are like, you grew up in Varissia, and I'm like, no, she don't.
yeah. Does it say?
Oh,
It doesn't say how many you can pick. I would probably just stick to one. Unless, yeah, probably Pathfinder people. It tends to be like one trait if you're doing this, right?
Yeah, use one or two is.
Yeah,
I've
it's
never heard you have
usually
more than
one
that.
or two, and if you need/want to take more, you usually take like a draw.
Yeah. So let's start with one, but if you have a strong argument for why you would have two that really fit you, yeah, okay. Help yourself.
Sounds
Yeah.
Cool.
sounds good.
I am also relearning Pathfinder. I have not played this again since I was 17.
It's all good.
I was 18 when I was done. Yeah. I'm 26 now. I'm old. I'm kidding. Sorry.
Wow. Wow.
I was about to say I should be careful with that. That works with Lilith, who's younger than me. Then.
Haha, you fool. I need a suitably Chiliax name for this lady. um,
I will save this document though and add it to the Runelords Google Drive.
Cool. Oh, by the way, I saw a couple of you guys do this. How did you get Roll20 to roll you all of your stats like that?
through the character mancer. Don't do it.
There's a macro here. I'll give it to you.
Oh, probably a macro too.
Great.
I'll put it in the. Where do you want it?
Just put it in the Discord.
Put it
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice. That's pretty good.
That's not bad, yeah. Oh wow, actually that's very good. I can start with an 18 because I'm a human. I can put it wherever I want it.
Let me do this just
I think I've gotten to the point where the character mancer actually is actively working against me because it's not going to let me do.
Yup.
It's not going to let me play. It's not going to let me. It's not going to autofill the Gray Paladin stuff, which is
Great
where we're
Paladin.
going.
Great
Yeah.
Paladin. I've read that so many times, but I haven't had the opportunity, so I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Okay, so here's like I have built over the course of the last call it 7 years. I've built 3 different. This is my 3rd Pathfinder character that I've built, and I have played a grand total of 1 session. And my major takeaway is that hey, maybe shotgun wasn't a great choice for this character, and playing a level 1 isn't a ton of fun.
It's true. Yeah, level 1 do be brutal.
Yeah, it is.
I think Sandpoint is designed to get you to like level like 5 or something. No,
Oh,
not
nice.
maybe not that far, but like it's definitely meant to be like. It's meant to get you out of level 1 pretty quickly.
Honestly, aren't like these games designed where the first couple of levels are meant to be tutorial and like because like if you
This was
read
discussed recently in Shrike Chat.
well, there you go.
I know that at least later games do that. I don't know if I'm pretty sure like at least later adventure paths do that. I don't know if this first one does.
Well, I'm reading the adventure path.
We're gonna find out one way or another.
Yeah, I'm reading it while you all are talking. I'm just kind of going through and like familiarizing myself more with it. I read it a bunch like last month, but then we had to postpone.
Yeah. Guess who's being a human for the first time in forever?
See you.
Yeah, it's me.
Don't sound so excited. Oh, that's good.
A alternative could be you take the giant ancestry alternate racial feat for a human.
Oh, I didn't know
Gives
that
you
existed.
a bonus to combat maneuvers and CMD. But you're really bad at stealth.
Do we at present have somebody who would be even at least a little bit good at stealth, or are we just very, very loud?
I have in my decks currently. Stealth's probably going to be my main skill, and my archetype comes with an ability at 3rd level that would give us our party a bonus on stealth. I think during certain scenarios are met. Anyway.
I'm probably kind of.
Oh no, I have it at 1st level actually. I think it's more about being tracked than being specifically stealthy. Oh, and yeah, at 3rd level, if I plot us a course somewhere, I can give us a +2 on initiative, knowledge, geography, perception, stealth, and survival while traveling it. So yeah, I will be pretty good at stealth.
Gotta have at least one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make that honest attempt before everything absolutely goes sideways.
Yeah.
So at least as intended, this introductory adventure is going to get you through level 4.
Oh, cool.
And then you should be like close to level 5 when you start the second adventure.
Great.
So I'm looking through. I'm refamiliarizing myself because I'm remembering some side books that like my GM at the time used. Like we ended up getting a stronghold, which I think would be cool if I picked up the rules for y'all.
Would be cool.
Yeah.
I have a question in terms of tying my character to standpoint, which I was maybe considering. So I was like looking at the wiki, I guess, because I remember I've played the latter, like from end of book 3 to now, I think we're in book 5 or something in like a different group. And so I'm familiar with a little bit of standpoint stuff, but because my character is going to be from there-ish or like related to it, could he or could they be a offspring of one of the like key inhabitants there?
Yeah, I don't know if I know exactly which would be best at the moment, but I'm looking through right now.
Here, I have like a few options. I'll put them. Do you want me to put them in the Roll20 thing or in the Discord?
Probably the Discord, just because
Sure,
I
it's
keep that
easier to
open when we're
read.
not
Wait.
playing.
You wanted to play a town guard, right?
Basically, yeah.
There's a trait in Shadows Under Sandpoint where you were essentially raised by the town sheriff.
Which one is that?
It's called. I looked it up. I looked up Shadows Under Sandpoint. There's a character named Belor Hemlock who's the town sheriff. Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of my options I have.
All right, I think
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna choose for you. But like Bell or Hemlock sounds like a pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially if you got a trait for that.
Yeah, here like my 3 were there was like this noble who is like sort of shady. There's like the sheriff, and he has like this like lover of some kind. So I was going to be like their illegitimate offspring, or just a generic one. So those were my 3 I put there. So if there is the actual sheriff one, oh, there is Thrill Seeker as well. I think was also interesting. Let's see.
I'm trying to determine whether or not I want to have an obnoxious name or not.
Oh, favorite son or daughter. So
Oh, I need to pick a real name.
Any chance you could get just like a fairly not obnoxious actual name, but then an obnoxious nickname?
Yeah, I giving me an out. If you give me an out where I don't call you a meme name, I will always take the out. So be forewarned.
Yeah. No, I'm like generating Chillaxian names. I'm just picking which one do I want to have a weird looking and hard to pronounce name or not? I usually go with not. Ooh, Leonia.
Man, I ended up with a way higher wisdom than I was planning on.
Alas. Okay, cool. So Robin, just so you know, I am replacing 2 numbers of what I rolled in that chat there with the 2 8s I rolled earlier. Like 2 of the lower numbers in that one. So I'm going to be fickle as fuck. Or frail as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Vagna. Huh.
How do you actually enter your class onto the Roll20 thing? I think it's
You do it in the configuration section. There's a whole part
Oh
that
my.
puts in your classes.
Cute. Okay,
And
there
if
we
you're
go.
a spellcaster, make sure you mark off your spellcaster.
Oh, cool. It actually has it all there. Sweet.
I was wondering how you get spells to show up. And it was just, oh, there, here's a little button, and you click done.
Yeah, and also make sure you put it as the right spellcasting ability. Ooh, Viola.
Yes, yes, yes. This is looking pretty good.
Cool.
It's surprising how like archetypal this opening adventure is, like to the point that it is just kind of like and maybe it's just what I associate with like generic RPG adventures because it was one of the first like RPG adventures I played.
And I think it was their first. It was their first adventure path that they put out, I believe.
Yup.
And it's still like widely considered to be really good. So.
Oh yeah, no, it's I would not be running this if I didn't have at least some faith that there would be something of value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How are we doing with characters?
Viola Vatius is her name.
Nice.
Yup.
I think I've decided on the heritage. So I think we'll go with that. Just have to
Nice.
fill the details now. Yeah, I'll go with not the sheriff, but I will be of the Scarnetti family,
Ooh.
who are some shady folks. So hopefully that'll work with so I'll have him be in the guard, but as like a corrupt inside man sort of situation for the dad, but is trying to get away from that, I think is what I'll do.
Hell yeah.
Do I want to make her tall?
Talking to you, like, is talking to you one of the things that radicalized Wallace a little bit? Be like, what are you doing here? This is, and you're just like, yeah, no, this is just what they do. This is like, Dad's powerful, so we help. I'm like, no, you don't. That's wrong. The thing you're doing is hurting people. Yeah,
Right.
but he's my dad, and also all of the guards listen to him. So if I don't do it, it's not going to matter much that he's my dad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, well that sucks. Why don't we do something? And then, goes to whatever cleric, and it's just like, yeah, do you hear this thing about these guards? And the cleric's just like, yes, well, things of this earth, this earth, my son, things of this earth. Pats him on the shoulder. We must hold ourselves high and do better. Reflect on this as you prepare for your vow of celibacy. Wallace is like, yeah, you know what, this does suck, and leaves.
Me when I leave.
Oh, and then that would make me also Chilaxian, sort of descendant.
Like the
What
student of the faith trait.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
I think I might have just generated a very close approximation to myself. Well, because like I rolled to generate height and weight and age and all that jazz, right? And I got a lady who is 21, about 5'6", and about 140 pounds, which is so close to my actual like age, height, and weight that's kind of scary. I'm like, thanks, I'm average.
What generator were you using for the name?
I used this.
Okay, cool. That was the one I was
There's
just looking
like
at too.
human ethnicities. So there's like Aslanti, Chiliaxian. It doesn't have all of them.
I have proposed my name for your character, Lilith, in chat. I think Lilith Lack would be.
Maybe. Don't fucking tempt me. I've had worse.
Not enough people roleplay characters that are just their name but junior.
Exactly.
I mean, I decided to just like do life role playing as one of my characters, so sometimes it just hits.
Sometimes, yeah.
I pick other bird names instead of Robin, like Sparrow or Wren.
And you should feel bad.
I'd like to introduce you to my new swashbuckler. Their name is Flamenco.
I'm so excited to have 5 health.
Oh my god.
Pathfinder 1. Back to the good old days.
Back to the good old days.
Nothing has ever improved in game design since.
Nope.
This is gonna sound nuts, but is there a good like step-by-step, this is how you build your character and fill in the sheet bit in the Pathfinder book?
I remember there not being. I remember having to use a lot of like videos as a kid to like understand that.
To make a competent build, no.
I just need to know what order I'm supposed to be doing these things so I don't miss stuff, and I've got all the math.
I think it's just in the order in which it reads, but like if the Pathfinder people know better guides.
I usually just take it one step at a time. I pick my race, figure, you know, things important about that. And then I pick my class and then like detail out that.
I'm looking up Pathfinder 1E character creation on YouTube.
Yeah, Mac threw something in the chat that looks pretty. Oh yeah, this seems pretty comprehensive. Thank you, Mac. This is
Yeah,
wonderful.
Good. I'm glad I'm not
I've-
the only one who uses D20 SRD.
Yeah, it's basic, but it's nice. It just kind of goes through like what is good. Like I mean,
Yeah,
an
I'm just gonna-
appropriate way to go about it.
I'm just gonna bookmark this website. I think we're gonna be coming back to it.
It's really
Everyone
handy.
should bookmark D20 as PFSRD.
I agree.
There is also
That's
a
what
handy
I've
10
been
minute.
using. So
There's a handy 10-minute guide I found, but also the thing about boosting random RPG projects is the different people that exist in our community. You never exactly know the kind of person you're boosting unless you know them.
True.
Yeah. I'll check up on them and find the one that's the least member of a far right organization and post that in chat.
how much do wizards start with? 6 times 10.
Are we? And we're rolling for health, right?
Not for first level.
Oh, first off, we get max, right? Yeah. Right. I'm losing my mind.
80 gold.
Wow. Okay.
Yeehaw.
Um,
I think paladins get a good number.
I would hope so. They are. That seems to kind of be the short.
I know monks don't get much, but also they don't need much.
I don't think monks
Yeah,
die.
yeah.
I've never seen a monk like fall in combat.
No, they don't. Also, you get 5d6 times 10 gold. So you are good on in terms of money.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. How can I be 16? That's weird. I don't want that. No thanks. I'm gonna not do that.
Did that the one time, never again.
Pretty much. Like, I lived it. I'm good.
Health fit with 10 GP.
There's like a generator that does all your height and weight stuff.
There is on the D20
Is that what it's on? Yeah.
PFSRD. Yeah, it gives like random starting ages and random height and weight. Which is always really handy.
It's nice because it does it all for you instead of rolling like chump like I just did. Where is it now? Wait. Can't find it now. Oh, it just keeps telling me what it is.
I feel like I have the same problem here as I do with like learning foreign languages. I've spent so much time getting very, very good at English that it's just like other things are difficult. And meanwhile, I spent, several years putting together like 200 characters in 5e, and now I try and do literally anything else, and it's like,
I mean, that's also 5e, but
True.
What was that 1d6 for? That wasn't for health, right?
For me, no. I was rolling to add to age.
Oh, okay.
It's like if it said if you're self-taught fighter, humans start at 15. So I was like going to be 16, and that's weird to me. So
that's fair.
Self-taught fighter who just learned how to drive a car.
yeah, hi. Wanted me to kill some things? Like, yeah, no, that's dumb. No.
I mean, you could just go off of like train, even if you're not like
Yeah.
a cleric or druid or whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to
These
find that
are
stinking roller for
general.
me. Do you have that
Uh,
link to that roller by any chance? Where it spits it all out for you?
I don't have the one that spits it all out.
I've never. Oh no, maybe it's an Archives of Magic. That's why I looked at it.
This sheet won't let me edit my speed to 20, which apparently is what it's supposed to be. An Oread.
Oof.
So we'll just put that in the temp slot, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
not letting you.
Huh.
Oh yeah, that's right. Go into configurations and then go into race ability modifiers, and it'll list your base speed.
And there was no
Oh.
better way to do that. Not at all.
I mean, probably.
No, I
It's
just
weird and convoluted sometimes, but you get used to it.
no. I mean that's we're probably going to look into getting one of these sheets done. Roll20's
Why-
held the code for it, as I hear.
Why have I been given Wallace Stone?
Did I?
You-
Everyone
Hey.
has Wallace Stone.
No,
It
it
just showed up.
showed up because I can like see that it exists, and Roll20 did the thing where it
I
automatically
think
popped up.
I think I just opened Wallace Stone, and for some reason
No, none of us can actually interact with Wallace Stone.
that,
Don't
okay.
worry.
I
There are
think
two levels of access.
No, but I think I still sent out Wallace Stone. I'm so sorry. Roll20 is so temperamental. All right. How we doing? How we feeling about where we are with our characters so far? I think we'll probably
Pretty
go for like,
good. Putting things in.
30 more minutes, 45 more minutes.
The Oracle spell list in Pathfinder First Edition, despite existing for as long as it has, just really does not have much.
Isn't it the cleric spell list?
I think it's less.
It's less.
They're kind of like the sorcerer version of the cleric, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So
It's like I'm just like trying to figure out like what exactly do I take as an oracle, because like in second edition it's like, oh yeah, that's pretty easy. First off, you're a divine caster, so you get access to divine spell list, which usually means like, you know, you have like an okay damage cantrip. You've got like daze, and then like a bunch of like first level spells. You've got like heal, and then like a bunch of other things. But this one is just like learn information about a magical rune without triggering it, or convert some lethal damage to non-lethal damage. Or my personal favorite is that you can see the stars at any point in time.
Are you looking at the cleric spell list?
No, I'm looking at the oracle spell list.
They should be the same spell list. You
It
should.
should be
I don't know what you're using. So
Archive of Nethys.
Whack.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm taking the one that lets me see the stars.
Also, don't forget you do automatically know either inflict light wounds or cure light wounds.
Yeah,
And
okay.
The progressive things.
where's the
So like
stars?
you do get the heal-ins. Just everything else is like, what?
Oh, you're looking at first level spells. That's why you can see Star Sight.
Yup, it's called Starsight. You can observe the night sky and all of its celestial bodies as if it was a clear night, regardless of weather conditions that would otherwise block your view. Your vision penetrates any light pollution from non-magical sources. God, I wish this was real. The spell doesn't function in daylight, indoors, or underground. Well, like, what's the fucking point then?
For
I feel like you should
survival
totally cut
checks. to not get lost.
You can't even use it underground.
Oy, oy, oy.
The very exclusive spell ability of ignore cloud.
I cast Ignore Cloud.
I cast Cloud Kill. Oh, do you?
Uh-oh.
Nope. I can do it.
I give a shit about your cloud.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's take it. Sure.
I don't see any cloud here.
Don't worry, I'm playing a wizard, so I get all the real fucky spells too.
Oh no.
Yo.
Listen, this'll be useful only once. There will be one moment in the campaign where we'll be like, God damn, we're outside. I sure wish we can see the stars right now, and I'll be like, ah.
Fool!
That will be the moment.
It all comes together.
Yeah.
I also get to learn all of the languages.
Bless you,
Because
bless you.
I'm big brained.
Oh yeah,
That'll be fun.
Wizards have so much like knowledge utility in this game because like yeah, I remember that
Yup.
now. Oh yeah, because knowledge skills are a thing. Oh missed you,
Yeah,
Pathfinder.
knowledge skills are a thing, unlike other neat games that shall not be named.
I actually reverse engineered the knowledge skills, like recall knowledge sort of concept into 5th edition because I like it so much.
I think a lot of people do that.
Mhm.
Acid resistance 5. That's probably important. You never want to be less resistant to acid.
Did I ping that? I did, didn't I?
Oh, you're fine. Arcane bonds. Oh, you get a little pet.
Wait, who
Yeah.
gets who gets the
Viola.
pet? Oh, nice.
Also posting. Then the wizard spells.
Wizard spells. I accidentally clicked the thing. I get scroll scribe. So I can make scrolls. Neat. You're also probably gonna have to bump me another character sheet for my familiar.
Done.
Thank you. Whack.
It was
Thanks.
just, yeah.
Why didn't it pop up like the last one? What the fuck?
I think when I put something in all players' journals, it just automatically pops up if you're in the chat.
Whack.
And I just like you
Um,
all having access to each other's sheets so that like transparency and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great spell. Magic
What?
Stone's a great spell. Just
Ooh.
It is.
pick up these rocks and then chuck them real good.
Chuck a damn rocks.
I think. Can I? No longer. I might be able. Yeah, I can do this. Like, if 3 of us really are like kind of pissed off at something, not like super duper pissed off, but kind of pissed off at something, I could just enchant 3 rocks, hand one to other members of the party, and we could all just, throw magic rocks at something.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wallace is turning into way more of a punk than I think I was expecting. I was like, all right, this is my one opportunity to not play a character that's super extra.
Alas.
see. We will see.
Yeah, it's coming along.
Yay, I'm a summoner wizard. Yeehaw. Can't wait to summon a bunch of demons. Also, I'm going to let you know now, I'm probably going to need a lot more uh uh summoned character sheets. Not now, so don't worry about it now, but later.
Wacky
probably
sidekick A.
and probably tokens too, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the tokens we'll supply tokens after, we'll have like a little bit before our next session, so um
All right, Pathfinder, give me your linguistic skill.
Dark vision. I have dark vision.
Here's my vision.
Oh god. Yeah, I switched out skilled for low light at the very least.
No,
Yeah.
skilled is too good.
I don't get enough skills anyway, so I don't really care. I'm a dumb fighter. Just fight stuff.
Start knowing common, and I get 4 more.
Do you get 1 per intelligence modifier? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay, so then I do have 2 more.
and you rolled in. Did you keep that 18?
I am absolutely keeping that 18.
That's fair. Well, with that 18, yeah, that's a modifier. Wow.
The unfortunate thing is I can't put my racial modifier in intelligence to get a 20 because they're level 1.
Right.
I'm like, Alright, this bitch absolutely knows Infernal. Wizard lets me take Draconic as a bonus language. I'll take that. I don't know why Wizard gives me Draconic, but it does.
On the off chance, I don't have any good. I don't know enough about this lore. um.
Yeah, I don't know what the connection there is, so Nicrill, because that's speaking undead sounds fun. Demonic.
I mean, this might help if I tell you languages that are important to this adventure path.
Yeah, like extra planar languages.
Rise of the Runelords at least uses a lot of Varisian, Goblin, Tien, Minkayan, Giant, and Thessalonian.
Ah. I don't think like half of those matter because I think most of the human languages are tied up in just into common.
Yeah.
But where are the other ones? Those like giant,
Goblin and Giant.
Goblin.
I think one of them is a spoiler, so I'm not gonna say it again. I think it's like an ancient language, like Thessalonian or something. It's fine. Then Tian and Minkayan, which are listed in.
I think those are human race
Yeah.
languages.
So it might be good to have Goblin and Giant. I'm not even sure if you can take Thessalonian because I think that's like an ancient language.
No, you can't.
There's like a special wizard archetype that's like you are a One of my friends is in our other room. This game is really cool.
Is it like you're like an archaeologist head ass? What is it called?
I will
What's it
find it
called?
for you. It's like a rune thingy,
Rune Sage?
rune doubler, something like that.
Rune Sage?
Maybe
I have it pulled up and that's the only one with rune in it.
rune sage. No, it is.
Oh.
Oh, what was it? It's really cool. Why
What
can't I
do they
find it?
do?
He's like a specialist of like Thessalonian stuff.
Ah. What a
I can't-
nerd.
I know, right? Super useful though. I can't find it now because I'm dumb. It's fine. Doesn't matter. You can be a Politaria adherent, whatever the hell that means. There's some weird archetypes.
Yeah, I was looking and there's no like demon summoner esque one, so I'm just like guess I'm playing stock conjuration wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Throw in a little bit of necromancy.
There's Pact Wizard. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, but there's like two types of pact wizards. I'm like,
Yeah, I think because they usually make a class and then either it sucks or it's good, and then they make a new version that like changes it. So I think that's why there's two. Maybe I don't know. I should really stop
ooh,
doing other
actually, I
things with my own
should be
character.
a wizard. Okay, and that doesn't actually replace anything. Yeehaw. Yo, fucking bankrolling that shit.
Well, my daddy is a nobleman, so that makes sense. Times fighter number is 10. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's all 10.
230. What is that? Speed and bonus speeds. Okay, let's do that now.
I've got now resistance to acid damage and a trait that heals me when I take acid damage. And I can only imagine that this means the entire supplement from beginning to end has maybe 2 instances of acid damage in it. It's the only logical reason as to why this might be the case.
We shall see.
So I'm like a wizard, but I have to. It's like if they made warlock from 5e, but meaningful.
If I can take less than 5 acid damage, then I get a net heal of 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I could just get very small vials of acid to pour on myself.
Are you saying that like somebody here should learn acid splash?
Maybe it might. It's not going to be worth a lot. I can only do up to 2 HP per level over the course of the day, but you know.
Something.
Well, it's okay. So I take it and then I get fast heal 2 for 1 round. So I don't know if that's acid splash so much as you just like kind of flick acid at him every round in order to keep it rolling. But I don't know. One of these days we're gonna find like an acid method and it'll be over for that guy.
Done
But
for.
no, we capture him and use him to.
That's just my buddy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your buddy that heals you.
All right, I can see that.
Oh, cool. And at 7th level, I automatically get improved familiar. Nice. Sacred summons. Okay, let's figure out what this sacred summons does.
Just saw the stuff for the crystal Oread thing, and so I'm going to close that page before I start making choices.
Before you're tempted. Way too many.
Kind of is a general feat. Cool. Me when I start the game with 4 feats. When I have 4 feet.
But you said you generated like a 5-4 height.
No, like 4 level.
No.
feats.
I got you. This is a part of the evening where the puns actually get to be less funny.
Oh, I see. How many focuses do I arcane school? Okay, opposes. So I need to have 3 opposing.
So I think
Yeah.
let's do 15 more minutes recorded, and then I and the chat is available for like anything that we do off time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Understood.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just entering things now as well, so.
that's fair. We could probably end in 5. I just don't want to rush someone off if they have
Oh.
something you want to talk about.
Literally just
Yeah.
doing data entry at this point.
Mhm.
So HP is max hit die plus con mod.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so I think I will go with what I have written down.
Let's do divination enchantment. If I choose evocation as a forbidden arcane school, will I be fucked over? Everyone who can at everyone, if whether or not you can shoot shit.
Sorry, taking what?
So as a wizard, I have to take 3 forbidden schools, right?
Yeah.
Divination and enchantment are 2 of them. I'm thinking that the third one is evocation, and I want to make sure that if I pick that one, y'all are going to be aware that I can't cast damaging spells.
I think it's fine.
You. Yeah.
Hayden, you were saying something. You're muted.
Or non-necromancy
Oh,
damaging spell.
My bad. I think I may have been muted for a while, and I think I may have just not noticed.
Uh-oh.
Not heard your voice in quite some time.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate. Well, oh well.
Thank God it's the pre-recorded session 0.
Yeah. I mean, I've mostly just been putting stuff in for my class on this very janky Roll20 character sheet, so it hasn't really been a problem. Yeah.
But we do have enough damage on the board? I know I have.
I know we have a paladin, and I know we have a fighter.
We have a hit thing with stick, a hit thing with stick that is occasionally a better hit thing with stick, a throw stick at thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that.
And then I don't know, like what's Oracle? You know, think about it. Maybe tomorrow.
You know,
Oracle, I think, is support.
This is
Like
yeah,
this
this
one?
is definitely a support class. Let me tell you, this is 100% gonna be playing support. Let's see, we got vigor, Soto voice. Oh wow, that really just doesn't. Okay, cool. You
Going
just
unhit
don't-
things with sticks.
Yeah, unhit things with the stick. Wow, it just didn't copy the spell over. Okay.
Whack.
I think the only thing I am capable of doing is, in terms of damage right now, is a dry whisper, and that doesn't even deal any damage. It just makes somebody uncomfortable.
Yeah, same.
Cool.
Well, I have chill touch. So, I'm a bit better, but
I guess I don't know how those numbers work out if we plan on being particularly competent in combat. If somebody who does
that
play
really just means that the people playing the fighter and paladin need to protect the wizard and oracle, because I have 5 health.
Yeah,
That's rough.
my intention is to make stick very, very long and hit things in very big area.
Bless.
As like a reach, attack of opportunity sort of situation, because I've heard a lot about that and I want to try it out and see how it is. So it'll just be like,
Yeah.
it'll just be
Polar
posted up
arms
and be
are
like,
good.
and just poke things from very far away. So
Wallace will just kind of slowly lumber up to the front line,
yeah,
and then behind him
Exactly.
we've got 2 mid range, and then the squishies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can I have like a nice sort of a nice V formation going back?
Yeah, now, granted, my chosen school is conjuration, so I can summon a shit ton of things and probably raise some undead later on. But it'll be a while until then, like at least a 5th level,
How
if not 6th.
how many levels do you think it's going to take before I'm able to fastball special one of your minions?
Give it a few, depending on which minions I summon.
I'm excited for that though.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Yeah. Well, thank you all so much for joining. I think we'll wrap up here at the. We seem like we know where our characters are going. We're just kind of filling in stuff now.
Yep.
So, I've been Robin Bell. The audio when we did this the first time got cut off, so we're gonna do it again. I am the lead of a couple projects at Shrike Tabletop, a game design collective. She, her. You can find us on any social media platform we want you to find us at Shrike Tabletop. And on this YouTube page, which I will be surely promoting because this is the only place this could go up. So, yeah, moving on to Lilith.
Hi, I'm Lilith Lilac. She, her. You can find me places at BlueJH, or similar ats on like Twitter. Don't look for me elsewhere. I don't want to be found elsewhere. I will kill you.
In Minecraft.
In Minecraft. Yeah, hi, goodbye.
All right, Hayden.
I'm Hayden. He, him. You can find me on Twitter at Hayden Partially if you want to see hot takes about TTRPGs, movies, and martial arts.
All right.
That's basically.
Belmonts.
Hi, I am Astrid Belmont of the Belmont system. I use she, her pronouns and dame pronouns. You can find me on Twitter. I mean, if you really want to, at RPG eGirl. Like, I'm nobody's gonna stop you. Nobody's gonna force you to hit that follow button. So, like, why do that to yourself? Hell, go off Twitter. Go outside. Just like have a nice day. You know, there's such a wonderful world off Twitter.
It is.
Mac.
I am Mac. He, him is what I use. I have a nearly defunct YouTube channel called the Silver Dragon Academy, where I teach people how to use Roll20 and GM how I do, basically. You can find me on Twitter at Not Insane, where I also spout nonsense and fight people who are overly obsessed with things in other fandoms. So, yeah.
All right, and last but not least, Zakil.
Hey, my name is you can call me Zad, and I can be found at @ZadKeel in green on Twitter. And then also you can hear me playing Jacqueline Blackjack Blanchard, a trans girl with a big sniper rifle floating out in space on Telluride. Telluride, like the Box Canyon in Colorado, and also the Kia mid-sized SUV. Funny how it crops up. But yeah, so check those out and hope to see y'all around.
Do I want a horrible leech?
Sorry.
That's it. That's the closer. That's the closer.